In today's video, we are going to be breaking down the one-on-one game between Victor Wembanyama and, of course, Rudy Gobert. Let's get down, let's check out the differences between these two players and some one-on-one strategies that you can implement into your own game. So something really quickly that I really want every single player to see and know. When you're playing one-on-one, really limit your handles, really limit your dribbling, because of course here we have a quick through the legs. He's starting to get just a bit low. He kicks that leg out. He is not really playing all that seriously at this point in time. You would really want to attack Rudy Gobert really quickly and then pull up for that shot. And he does attack Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert does give him some distance. At this point, this is the beginning of the game. They're just feeling each other out. He wants to know how good of a shooter he is in a one-on-one situation. And of course, he's trying to figure out how tightly Rudy Gobert is going to be guarding him in a one-on-one situation. So, of course, he gets up that shot. He makes the shot. Now we're starting to get into the real game. Now they're going to be playing just a bit tighter. We see Rudy Gobert getting just a bit lower. Of course, this is a 2-on-2 game. However, there was a lot of one-on-one in this 2-on-2 game. So of course, here we have a quick jab. We see a player coming over to potentially set a screen, but we see a secondary jab, but this time it's a dribble through the legs. A little bit of a step back, could have been a little bit bigger of a step back, but he makes that basket. And at this point, we are starting to see Rudy Gobert starting to play defense seriously, or at least getting to that point, because now it's getting serious. One basket's been made, now two. Now we're going to come up. Rudy Gobert is getting a bit lower. We see those shoulders and that knee bend. We're starting to see a little bit of that closing in to Victor Wembanyama, but he passes it off to another player, and that player takes that man to the basket. But we see something that a lot of players do not do in the 2-on-2 game, but also a lot of players don't do this in game at all, and that is moving off ball. So this player drives, Rudy Gobert comes down to slightly help out. Victor Wembanyama sees the opening, he cuts. Rudy Gobert is no longer paying attention to him anyways, he's paying attention to the guy who's driving, and then he's able to get that pass through, and he's able to dunk that ball on, essentially Rudy Gobert. Now Rudy Gobert is on the offensive side, and Victor Wembanyama needs to play some defense. Now there is a massive size difference between these two players. I'm not talking about height, their height is very similar, however, their actual body structure is massively different. Victor Wembanyama is going to get absolutely destroyed in the low post. Rudy Gobert is a much stronger player. We can see that in this play. There's also a massive age difference between them, so that's no big surprise. But I do like how Victor Wembanyama is playing defense. His shoulders are over his knees, over his toes. He is bent down, keeping his shoulders lower than Rudy Gobert's. We also see that Rudy Gobert isn't exactly taking this all that seriously, but we can start moving through this tape. That player just absolutely manhandles that other guy. And then we can continue to phase through. We can get this nice screen. We had a hedge from Victor Wembanyama, but this pass goes through. This player here, in this situation, should have seen that Victor was going to hedge, and especially with Rudy Gobert being a bigger player, what should have happened here was this player should have come down and fought behind Rudy Gobert to essentially not allow him to roll towards the basket and get a free dunk. Now, if I was playing this, I would have taken a step back. I would have got between Rudy Gobert and the net. Even though I'm only 6'2", I still feel that I wouldn't be giving away a free dunk. Now this next move is really good. So he goes and does a quick jab, but dribbles on that jab, hesitation cross. This is really good for a big player. Now this is a massive mistake that we see by Victor Wembanyama. He goes and he swipes down on the ball. Defensively, you want to have your palms up, and that will allow you to swipe up on the ball, because of course when the ball goes down and you're swiping down, you have a very low chance of making contact with that ball. You're going to have a higher chance of making contact with the arm. But if your hands are already low swiping up and you're swiping up into the ball and the ball is coming down, you have a very high likelihood of making contact with that ball, and that would allow you to not allow this to happen. It also, by swiping down, gets you off balance. We can see that he is leaning forward, which is not good, and that allows Rudy Gobert to have a free basket and one at the rim, and one because he got the wrist right there. Now, I know this is not Victor Wembanyama here, however, this is why you should never go for a pump fake at the three-point line. This is actually a very good move. Pump fake, pass, and now this guy is way out of position. He should have never jumped. Rudy Gobert is an okay three-point shooter, but you would rather have just a contested three in this case, or in any case, especially against a 7-footer. I don't care how good of a three-point shooter they are. Contest that shot. Don't jump for it, because then you're just basically allowing them to make a dunk on you. Make sure to check out all of the equipment that I use down in the description below with my clients as well as with myself and these videos. Now, really quickly, I hope that this video has helped you become a better 1-on-1, 2-on-2, or even 5-on-5 basketball player. If it has, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.